Web 3.0 wallet service provider Liminal has partnered with XRP Ledger to support the project's building on network with regulated custody solutions. By the way, Fox journalist Eleanor Terrett recently hinted at a possible investigation of an earlier proposal suggesting the Federal Reserve could buy back XRP at $30,000 per token. However, could such buyback ever be possible? Not only that, in a recent post, market analyst EGRAG made a compelling case for XRP potential to experience a significant surge, projecting a 40x increase from cycle low to $11. Finally, the XRP community and Ripple CEO have called on Attorney Deaton to accept the challenge to unseat anti-crypto Senator Elizabeth Warren. However, the big question remains this: does Attorney Deaton have what it takes to unseat the anti-crypto senator? Stick with me till the end to find out more. If this sounds like something of much interest to you, be sure to check out this new video starting now. Hello everyone and welcome to our channel, where we talk about the latest updates on XRP and the cryptocurrency world in general. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, we happily send you a special welcome. We invite you to hit on the notification bell so you never miss another video. We are announcing that this channel has a giveaway of 200 XRP. To stand the chance of participating, all you have to do is simply subscribe to the channel, like this video and comment with the hashtag XRP, and the winner will be announced on the 15th of January. Marked as a pivotal alliance that can bolster the growth of both outfits, the Liminal and XRP Ledger alliance will see Dapps gain access to the former's wallet infrastructure. Liminal has rich backing, being an outfit floated by Mahin Gupta, the founder of India's top crypto trading platform, ZebPay. With a track record of success, the Liminal and XRPL alliance is poised to be mutually beneficial for all key stakeholders in both entities' ecosystems. As contained in the Builder's Spotlight from Ripple developers, XRPL projects and users will gain access to Liminal's optimized wallet operations. This unique feature will help developers and entities conducting wallet-related operations to save on development efforts, cost of operations, and implementation overheads, among others. The partnership comes with exclusive benefits for XRPL builders, including a 70% discount. Additionally, Liminal has chosen to cover all costs attached to transactions processed through the dedicated XRPL wallet. Liminal also promises active support through a service level agreement, a deal that will make it possible to get feedback on inquiries in about 24 hours. These incentives are promising for the XRP Ledger, a protocol that has been exploring avenues to fight for a larger share of the DeFi market in relation to user count and total value locked. The Liminal Alliance will enhance the incentives for builders to consider pitching tents with the protocol. Over the past few months, the XRP Ledger has shown unique strides that reveal how ready it is to compete with its peers. As reported earlier, drawing on industry research, the upcoming XRPL AMM outperformed Uniswap in multiple metrics, including gas slippage and the reduction of impermanent loss. In recent times, the XRPL has also recorded intense upgrades bordering on AMM and non-fungible token enhancements, amongst others. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. Terrett disclosed this while responding to Digital Asset Investor, a pseudonymous XRP community figure. Notably, Jimmy Valley, managing director at Val Hill Capital, recently asked former Ethereum advisor Steven Narioff if Terrett showed interest in Narioff's exposé on Ethereum. Recall that the former Ethereum advisor surfaced with several allegations surrounding the Ethereum project and its founder, Vitalik Buterin, including claims that Buterin and other Ethereum co-founders sabotaged crypto and carried out fraudulent ICOs. Narioff, who had several stories to tell, could present his case on a large platform such as Fox for a wider reach. However, this has not materialized. Valley's recent inquiry aimed to bring the possibility of such a presentation back to the public's attention. In response, Digital Asset Investor pushed to have Narioff on Fox. According to the pseudonymous influencer, the multinational television channel should be interested in presenting the alleged story behind the Ethereum DAO hack being an insider job. It bears mentioning that the Ethereum DAO, launched in 2016, quickly became successful, attracting an investment of $150 million worth of Ethereum. However, the DAO suffered a hack shortly after, leading to the loss of about $60 million in Ethereum. Some speculated that the hack was an inside job, but nothing has been proven. Responding to digital asset investors' latest remarks on the incident, Eleanor Terrett emphasized that her list of stories to investigate this year contains the Ethereum DAO hack as well as the controversial Ethereum gate theory. However, Terrett went further to mention that her list also contains the proposal suggesting that the U.S. Federal Reserve could buy back XRP at $30,000 per token. Interestingly, this proposal was presented by Jimmy Valley in 2021. Valley had argued that XRP could become the global reserve currency amid the growing national debt. The theory suggests that the asset could displace the existing financial system, prompting a buyback by major financial institutions and government, such as the Federal Reserve. According to the proposal, these instructions could buy back XRP from retail hands at a minimum rate of $37,500 per token. The theory also placed a maximum XRP rate of $50,000. Most XRP community members dismissed the proposal as wishful thinking. Notably, Ripple CTO David Schwartz emphasized last February that, from all indications, the buyback proposal looks like a scam. In addition, pro-XRP crypto lawyer Attorney Deaton distanced himself from the proposal, which also aimed to present some compensation for his efforts in the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. Following the negative reactions to the theory, the proposal died a natural death. However, Terrett's recent comments have brought it back to the limelight. XRP community figure Ari, who opposed the theory then, gave Terrett the green light to investigate the proposal, revealing her anticipation. However, the seriousness of the Fox journalist's recent statements is yet to be determined, leaving uncertainty as to whether they reflect a genuine perspective or merely constitute a clapback to ongoing calls and criticism. Furthermore, EGRAG drew parallels with the last market cycle, highlighting that despite the SEC lawsuit's overhang, XRP managed to surge nearly 20x. Notably, in the previous cycle, XRP rallied from the cycle low of 11 cents in March 2020 to a high of $1.96 in April 2021 amid the lawsuit. XRP has now secured non-security status following the pivotal July 2023 ruling. With the current improved regulatory environment, EGRAG projects the possibility of an even more substantial surge in the coming bull run, reaching a potential 40x or even 50x. To visualize these possibilities, the analyst attempted to present a breakdown of XRP's potential values if it appreciates by certain projected rates. Notably, he leveraged XRP's lowest value of 28 cents in this cycle as his starting point. XRP dropped to the 28 cents price in June 2022. In his first projection, the analyst called attention to a potential 40x increase from the bottom price of 28 cents. Such a surge could see XRP reach around $11, presenting a significant upside for investors. Secondly, he took a step further, looking at a more ambitious appreciation rate. EGRAG emphasized that should XRP surge further, hitting a 50x increase, this move might propel the crypto token to approximately $14, offering an even more optimistic scenario. The third projection draws a comparison with Ethereum's previous cycle increase of 58x. Note that in the last cycle, Ethereum rallied 5,419% from a low of $88.20 in March 2020 to its all-time high of $4,868 in November 2021. According to EGRAG, if XRP replicates a similar surge from 28 cents, it could hit $16. In the last projection, the analyst called attention to Bitcoin's performance in the previous cycle. Bitcoin, the premier crypto, championed the last bull run, surging to a high of $69,000 in November. EGRAG stressed that if XRP recorded a similar appreciation rate to what Bitcoin witnessed during the previous cycle, the altcoin could rally 21x. A 21x increase from the current XRP cycle low of 28 cents would result in a price of $5.88, a new all-time high for XRP. The analyst's latest disclosure drew inspiration from an analysis of XRP in March 2023. EGRAG's reasoning is that if Bitcoin and Ethereum could record massive surges of 58x and 21x, then XRP, which recently attained legal clarity, is capable of seeing a similar price appreciation. Meanwhile, in the short term, XRP did not escape the latest market-wide onslaught. The crypto token collapsed to a 3-month low of 50 cents on January 3rd amid the market slump. Despite the immediate recovery, XRP remains below 60 cents, currently changing hands at 57 cents. Now to our big question for the day: does Attorney Deaton have what it takes to unseat the anti-crypto senator? Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. Members of the crypto community, especially XRP enthusiasts, have reacted to a recent Politico report about anti-crypto lawmaker Elizabeth Warren. According to the report, Politico noted that no popular figure from the Republican Party has been able to take up the challenge of unseating the anti-crypto lawmaker. Reacting to the report, crypto influencer Ari called on XRP community lawyer John Deaton to take up the challenge and run against Senator Warren. In the tweet, Ari asserted that the anti-crypto senator and her supporters do not stand a chance against Attorney Deaton and the pro-crypto army. "We call on John Deaton to run," Ari remarked. The tweet, which was posted yesterday, has attracted the attention of top crypto enthusiasts who retweeted the post to declare their support for Deaton. Interestingly, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse also retweeted the post, supporting the idea of Deaton running against Senator Warren and beating her. Other pro-XRP lawyers, like attorney Jeremy Hogan, urged Deaton to accept the challenge. Meanwhile, Deaton has yet to disclose whether he would accept the challenge to unseat Senator Warren. It bears mentioning that Attorney Deaton is an active critic of Senator Warren due to her anti-crypto stance. The pro-XRP lawyer has put the lawmaker in the spotlight on countless occasions, characterizing her as the biggest threat to U.S. citizens' freedom. Last month, Attorney Deaton accused the senator of violating her oath by failing to engage in actual congressional oversight of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. According to Deaton, Senator Warren refused to ask SEC Chair Gary Gensler about his numerous meetings with embattled crypto entrepreneur Sam Bankman-Fried. Deaton alleged that Warren's refusal to ask about SBF could be a result of her relationship with the FTX founder's family. Furthermore, Attorney Deaton accused the lawmaker of ignoring the concerns of her constituents, including over 600 XRP holders who asked her to launch an inquiry into the SEC v. Ripple legal tussle. Notably, Warren has been a senator of Massachusetts for over a decade and has become a popular figure in the crypto space due to her anti-crypto agenda. The senator recently introduced a bill to place a de facto ban on Bitcoin and other crypto assets. In an X post last month, Deaton claimed that 20% of U.S. senators already support the anti-Bitcoin bill. As the U.S. election season edges closer, it is still unclear whether Attorney Deaton will accept the challenge to unseat the anti-crypto senator who has held the position for over a decade. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments section. Make sure you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, you can help enlighten others just like you have been enlightened by sharing this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news everywhere, guys. If you are a true cryptocurrency fan, don't miss any of our content. See you tomorrow to talk about the latest news that concerns us all as a community.